Robinhood Legends is here. All right, so y'all know I'm not really a big Robinhood user. I normally use it for like, my little lottos and different things like that. I might throw a couple $100 in there and trade some things I normally wouldn't trade on my big account. Everybody know I use Charles Schwab and Webull, TOS, and I use TradingView as my charting platform. But I mean, Robinhood Legends is looking good, right? Um, don't have most of the indicators that I mostly use for the strat, because most strat people, but if you want to buy, sell, and do everything on basically Robinhood's first reliable platform with charts. And if you ever use Robinhood over the years, you know that Robinhood, one of their things was they only had an app and you never had charts, right? Get in and out of trades wasn't the most simplest thing ever. Um, which is one of the things that made it challenging. So you had to have TradingView or some type of charting platform to be able to chart. So now they finally dropped this Robinhood Legends right from the desktop. It's no app. So you just kind of type it in your browser and boom, it pops up. It'll go straight into your account. I just personally got access to it today. I actually took the time, and this is one of my own personals that I built right here, right? Got two charts, 15 and 5 minute. And then, I got my options chart because I mostly trade options, watch list. And then this is the actual pre-made template that they have for options. And then you can go here and it'll say start from scratch or templates. And you can go through these different templates and you can track your positions and, different things like that. Watch list tracker, So you got your stock trading platform, whatever. So what we're going to do is, since we're here, so, you got your different profile and your trading sessions are overnight. So what we're going to do is we are going to create from scratch real quick. So we're gonna break down how to really put this whole thing together. Um, so this is your windages. Everybody knows me, know I have a hard time pronouncing those things. So these are all of them right here. You can click and just post position them where you want. So it's just a blank canvas that you get. Depending on your trading style, you create everything you want. So first we're gonna throw a chart on here, right? So I'm gonna do that. Let's just say we're gonna trade options. Everything's basically movable and customizable, like, TradingView or most other platforms. So I'm going to leave that there, and then I'm going to go back up here to Windages and over that options chain. I'm actually going to move that down to here. If you know me and ever see my Webull, setting up Webull, I always keep only my chart and then my options chain here. And let's make it XOM, why not? Okay, make it SPY. Everybody loves SPY, right? Is my options chain here? Now, why is my options chain not coming out? Well, let's continue to add things. Um, you can put recent orders here. Um, let's just say we put positions here. So let's move positions down to here. And then I added a watch list here, right? There we go. And then they're all connected. All right, so cool. There we go. Now let's see if we can get SPY back up here. Right. So, all right, cool. So there's your options chain. SPY. That's where your positions will be. Obviously, your watch list. Just like any other trading platform, you can link the groups, right? So if I want to go to my watch list, boom, it's going to take me to that options chart. And then that particular chart will pop up so you can see what's going on. Now, what I don't know, and I'll find out tomorrow when the market opens, is if when I decide to go to these different options, like when I use Webull, different things like that, when I click on one of these, it'll switch to an options chart. I don't think Robinhood got options charts. And I'm saying that because when I click on one of these, it allows me to pick up one to buy, whatever the case may be, right here. But open, sell, etc. But it doesn't change the chart. So I think all you get is the actual stock chart and not an options chart on Robinhood, which is something I hope they come in and fix later. Like I said, you can go and click on any of these and link it to whatever color you may want, whatever the case may be, and unlink it, right? Like recent orders, I would leave that unlinked and positions, but all of these are kind of connected together. Um, You can go in here, change extended hours, open orders. You can open position. All of this will be shown on here. You can buy and sell directly from here. You can come down to these, etc. Whatever. It's not full of a whole lot of things when it comes to different things you can add, like other trading platforms. But it's enough. If you want to add, move this, make it smaller, add an extra chart, you could. What I do like is you can change candlesticks, lines, bars, and all other things that probably nobody really uses. Me personally. And then you got indicators, right? And what I like about this is you got most of your indicators. Like I said, uh you don't have strat indicators, right? You don't have strat indicators. I don't think you have any like ITC or smart concept. Just simple moving averages, right? You got all the basics that you get on most trading platforms. I'm pretty sure people will get the coding and figuring out and working with Robinhood and coding some things to be able to put more custom indicators on, similar to like TradingView or TOS. Actually, you can code and make your own indicators and trading things. But it's got Bollinger Bands, it's got EMAs, SMAs, MACD, all the things that people like to use. You know what I mean? You got that, you got averages, um, your RSI. So you got all of these things, right? Then you can make a template for it and save a template, so you just can add those later. And after that share, you can go and hide them if you want to hide them, different things. Just like any other platform, right? So we'll just hide them. You got Fibonacci extensions and all of those type of things. I mean, you got some pretty good things here. You got, continuous draw, snap the data. You can add, different things if you're familiar with TradingView. If you're familiar with TradingView, you can add all kind of different things to write on your charts, which is cool. And then, if you like into like supply and demand or finding zones, you can add those. Now, let me see if it allows you to add. Okay, so you can, configure different things here. Um, the size of the lines, and you can change the colors and everything. So just so we go here, or red, right? We can lighten it up. However, so I mean, for this being Robinhood, this is actually pretty good. If you're a technical analysis trader or something like that, or supply and demand, and you don't use the strat, or if you just got are very familiar with the strat and you got the ability to be able, don't need the numbers and different things like that, which you should be training yourself to do where you don't need the numbers, or you can see a 3 candle, a 2 candle, or 1 candle, where you can see if, which time frames are red or which was green and what price. That should be something you should be training your eyes for. So those strat indicators are really just to train your eyes for it anyway. So, I mean, that's a pretty good thing. So we can just delete this. Everything seems pretty easy to, um, delete and get off the chart. Obviously you got your trend channel, your horizontal, your rays and all of that, your horizontal lines, your vertical lines, your trend lines. So you can go from, here. I don't have a magnet on here. Um, and you can change the colors and different things like that. Also, so in the size of the lines, if you want to change them, the big old smaller, if you want solid dotted. So all the basic things you want an arrow on there, you can make it an arrow, whatever the case may be, right? So it's pretty easy to edit. So I mean that's what I like about it, right? Um, yeah, no complaints there. So all your indicators are on there. Everything's like right here. You can see everything you got going on. You can go into here and you can customize these columns for what you want to have shown. Stop, trailing percentage, different things like that. So you have all these things showing, and vice versa in here. And you can edit everything and add different things there. Same thing here, right? And then you go to options and you can customize, what you want to see, details of the option, volatility, volume, implied volatility, different things like that. So that's pretty good. And then when it comes to the chart, you can see obviously all of those things I went through. Um, like I said, buy and sell here. You can add whatever indicators you want back in. And that's pretty good. How do you delete this? You remove it. I guess you can switch those position. Obviously, you can put one up top, one down bottom. However, so all of that's dead. You can go into, You got all the time frames, right? You custom, whether you want a 1 minute or, you say you want a month, you want a 3 month, boom, and then you just hit add. I already got most of those in there because those are the time frames I use for the strat. So this will be pretty good. Like I say, you can glance at a chart while you got your trading view up. Obviously, I got other screens here for what trading view on there. We'll just take out trading view. Is there any trading platform that you actually buy and sell on and trade on that's like got everything you want? No, right? I've noticed that. I mean, we'll just take out trading view. Absolutely not at the moment, but it's free. Um, and let's, one of the things that they supposed to be introducing was futures, right? So let's see how we get futures anywhere in here. Let's see, right? Because they supposed to be adding futures, and I don't know their ticket symbol for every platform has a different symbol for futures, right? Let's see. Well, they ain't got futures on here yet, but that's one of the things I believe is coming to TradingView. That was one of the things that was actually on the when they introduced this. So futures will be coming soon. So I guess you'll be able to, you know, see the whole setup for futures once they fully introduce it. You can go full screen, right, up here. So you get the full screen and different things like that. And then I guess you can have multiple charts. So if you want to do this and you want to switch to this, and, whatever else. So you can have multiple chart layouts, kind of similar to how Webull does it. But I mean, overall, looking at it is pretty good. For me, what I do with buying and selling, boom, I wanted this option, boom, boom, whatever, right? This account is completely empty. That's what I say, down buying power to place. But I mean, for everything that I do personally in my actual trading, um, yeah, I mean, I seems pretty easy to get in and out. Um, and then obviously, if you're in, you can add stops and limits and different things like that. So, yeah, I ain't got no complaints about it, but that's kind of how I set this up for myself. Sometime this week I'll load some money in the account, maybe take some trades, maybe do like a little $100 or $500 little challenge for myself. That's normally what I do when I use Robinhood and just see how I like it. I mean, at this point, once Robinhood gets futures, SPX, and everything going, it could be my primary brokerage, right? I mean, you can't beat no commission. That's number one. I don't really have that many problems with the fills on Robinhood. I think I get better fills on Robinhood than I actually do on Webull for a commission-free platform. Um, the difference between this really that I'm seeing that I like over, that I like Webull over is obviously the turbo trader, which is the active trader that get in and out, and it don't have like a price ladder or anything like that where I can move my stops and my buy orders and sell orders on a price ladder or the active trade and get in and out. But for the most part, for some that I'm not really rushing to get, um, in and out, yeah, I mean, it seems pretty good. Like I said, I still be able to use the app and this, and now they just upgraded some other things with like your P&L and different things like that. So Robinhood Legends, yeah. Listen, another thing I like about Robinhood that we don't have is a debit card. When I make my money, I won't be able to swipe my card when I want to buy something. I don't want to have to transfer it to my bank account, wait a day or two or almost a week unless I wire it out and pay $25. If I want to, do something or spend some money or, buy some food, whatever, I can just use my Robinhood card connected to my account. Charles Schwab had, but TOS has it. TD always had a debit card. And Interactive Broker used to have a debit card. They actually did away with it. But that's one thing I like about Robinhood. I actually use it as like a little basic bank account. A lot of times keep money in there when I choose to, or I run through one of my challenges and then, I make some money and use it to buy some food or Uber Eats. So, I mean, that's one of the main reasons that I like Robinhood because it's like I got access to my money, trade it, sell it, and add money in. They also got instant transfer with a debit card connected up to $1,000. So that's also what I like. I mean, Robinhood is becoming a real trading platform now, and I don't really have any complaints about it. I started off trading with Robinhood. Um, over the years during the pandemic, it was probably one of the most profitable platforms that I traded on because I made a lot of money during the pandemic and I was using Robinhood. I wasn't using Webull or TOS at the time. Um, and it's not saying the platform made me profitable, but I'm just saying the platform that I used that, I was pretty profitable on, being that I didn't know how to really trade much, even really know what I was doing, but everything was going up in the pandemic. I've never had a problem with Robinhood as much as people always complained about Robinhood. But Robinhood is starting to prove that they're here to stay and they're going to be here for traders. And it seems like they're really trying to step into helping retail traders. Well, not necessarily helping retail traders, but becoming a tool for retail traders to use if they choose to use their platform, right? I'm not going to say professional trading or, somebody that feels like though they're professional, but the average retail trader that trades at home, that know what they're doing. I have made plenty of money on Robinhood, and I like the fact that it's got zero commissions. I don't care what nobody says. Especially when you're trading smaller accounts, you are able to take some contracts if you take a loss. When you trade a small account and you're using the platform that charge you 50 cents to 65 cents per contract, and you already down 20%. And then when you like, okay, cool, I'm ready to lose $100. Once you sell and you got that commission on top of commission, yeah, that $100 may turn into 110, 115. So that's my only thing. Now they say if you're gonna be a professional trader, you need to pay for order flow and pay. Yeah, that's fine. But I'm at the end of the day, I'm a retail trader that make my money. I ain't on Wall Street. I haven't took a serious 60. So that's my review on Robinhood Legends at this moment. Market opens in a couple of days. I will load it up. Market will be open tomorrow, but in a couple of days, I will load some money in here, and I will give a live recap of what I think about this trading on Robinhood Legends. During a normal trading day. But right now, everything looks pretty good. I don't use any of these indicators that's on there. That was just for the video purposes only. But yeah, so just go on Robinhood Legends. It should click you right in and connect your account. And yeah, it's right here at your fingertips. So another thing about it, and using a bunch of CPU space because I ain't using the app, but it don't seem to be drawing. It seems to get to things pretty quickly. And I'm using a MacBook. Maybe one of these days I will take it and see how many charts I can actually put together on my biggest screens and see how it looks. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow when market open just to see how things are moving and how I like looking at the screen. But I mean, if it gets to a point where they can code and put strat indicators and things like that, hey, I mean, I may be willing to get away from TradingView. TradingView ain't cheap. I pay about $65, $70 a month. Obviously, data be free for futures and different things like that. So, let's see what we get. I mean, I look at it no different than TOS. TOS, for somebody that's just starting out and don't want to spend the money, it takes a little extra work using it, for like the strat and different things like that. But TOS is pretty good. And this doesn't seem like the worst. Like I said, it's not as fully customizable as TOS, but I mean, for somebody that know what they're doing and know how to trade, it's not bad. I mean, you got everything you kind of need for the average trader. Um, you can't customize like your candle colors or nothing like that, but I mean, that really ain't much of a big deal. But other than that, I mean, can you trade from this and make money and, be profitable and see the charts? Sure you can. You know what I mean? You got, if you're in the middle of a trade, you can flip between time frames and check your daily or whatever and see what you got going on and get an alert. That's another thing I want to see how alerts do, right? Um, I don't really know if I really can. Let's see something here. See, it says it's got a buy limit, but I don't know if it allows you to set alerts. So that's one of another things that I would actually like to see, you know, in the coming months to see how the alerts are and the tools. Let's just stick this here and there you okay, so this is price. All right. Well, that's one thing I don't see is getting price alerts. So that's one of the things that um may be a no-go for me to switch out of um TradingView because I like to be able to just chill back and wait for me to get a price alert when I want it. And then boom, enter the trade. You know, it's done broke the daily level, hour, whatever the case may be. So, that's one of the cons. So if I'm going to say cons, no strat indicators, can't change the platform colors and customize it fully the way you want. No alerts on the charts. Um, Obviously no auto trader or price ladder. I know futures will have a price ladder. So that's a couple of cons that I got. No options chart, right? No options chart. Um, Other than that, everything else seems pretty good, But those are the few things that I would say. If Robinhood added that, yeah, it would spice things up a little bit. Webull got alerts too. I don't really like how the way Webull alerts are either, but I think that's just from being spoiled with TradingView and TOS. TOS alerts pretty well. So that's and let me see. I don't really see and I don't really use them much, but I don't see a scanner. No scanner. No scanner. No scanner with this. No scanner. But for being Robinhood and come for all these years and not having charts and the crazy charts that was on the phone, I got to give Robinhood an A+ for Legends. So let's see how I hope it progresses over time with upgrades and just see what we get. And hopefully they keep listening to retail traders and adding the things we need and that we like. All right, Slick the Trader, please like, subscribe, share with a friend, share with a friend, share with your family members that use Robinhood. Tell them come check this video out. Give a full breakdown how I set up my charts, different things like that. I'm personally not. Oh, and you can save this here, right? And then you can duplicate it. You can edit it and you can save it. And I'm going to actually delete this, right? I'm out.